Yeah, I hope screen is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, it is
Hello.
visible. It is
Yes,
visible.
yes. Yes. So before going to start about the solar, what are the components and what are the things we have to study? Firstly, I'm just giving you the introduction of the energy scenario in India. From what are the source actually we are getting the electricity in the energy? What are the source we are getting in India especially? So before the starting of the especially the solar, I'm just giving you an idea from what are the source we are generating the electricity in India. So this is the picture. So from this picture, you get an idea of how much we are generating from the different sources. The first one is thermal. That is the thermal power plant. In India, we are generating 60 to 70% of our electricity energy from the thermal power plants. Means if we are generating 100 units, so in that we are 60 to 70% we are generating from the thermal power plants. Hello, hello. Yes. Please mute your mic so that there is no disturbance for the other. So 60 to 70% energy we are generating from the thermal power plants, and as you all know about the thermal power plants, there is means lot of pollution when there is a generation of electricity from the thermal power plant. So our government is focused very much in this sector how to reduce this pollution from the thermal power plants. So they are moving towards the green powers, means like solar, like wind. So from the past few years, they're continuously working. So initially, India are generating 90 to 80 to 90% from the solar power, sorry, from the thermal power plants. But from the past 10 to 15 years, there is a big change in that. So now it is only 50 to 60% we are generating from the thermal power plants. So rest we are generating from the solar, wind, and all other renewable sources of energy. So this is the data I have taken from the CE, that is Central Electricity Authority of India. So approximately we are generating 60 to 70% from the thermal power plants, and the next we are generating from the renewables. So in the renewable, actually we have solar, the solar power plants, wind power plants, but mostly we are in the renewable. We are generating from the solar power plant. So approximately
This is,
15 to
sorry, this is
yes.
8-year-old data, sir.
Yeah, this is
2016.
yeah. This is 8 year old. I am also in the next slide. I will show you the recent data also. This is just for your reference. In the past 8 years where we are, and in 2024 where we are. I'm just giving you the reference. In the next slide, I will show you the current data also. I hope you are getting my point. So means in 2016, you can see how much we are generating from the thermal power plant, and I will also show you the data for 2024. So you can visualize how much difference, how much our government is focused in these sectors, means in the renewable energy sectors, because government want to generate electricity from the renewable energy sources only. Why? Because as you all know, thermal power plants are generating very large amount of pollutions, and it is very harmful for the entire human beings and other animals which are living on the earth. So if we talk about in 2016, so this is the data we are means different power sources we are generating. Approximately 60 to 65% we are generating from the thermal power plants, and nuclear power plants 2%. Similarly, gas 8%, renewables 15%, and hydro 14%. This is data around 2016 I have taken from the sea, but I will also show you the recent data also. So this is the energy scenario 8 to 10 years ago, but I will also show you the what is the current scenario. So how much our government is focused. So this is the renewable sector only, means how much we are generating from the renewable in the 2016, how much we are generating at that time. So I'm just giving an idea in the recent past 10 years, how much our government is focused and how much work have done in this sector, so that you get to know how much opportunity in this sector, how much growth in this sector. And this sector is growing very fast. As we all know, we need electricity in our homes, and we are using in the daily basis, there is electric gadgets are increasing day by day. So in the if we talk about 10 to 15 or 20 year ago, so at that time there is a small number of gadgets in every electric gadgets in home. But nowadays electric gadgets are increased day by day. So our electricity consumption is increasing day by day. So we need more electricity, and population is also increasing. So at the same time, we need to increase the source of electricity, but we need to increase the source. But at the same time, we have to take care of the pollution and all other things also. So our government wants to increase the source of energy, but green source of energy. And in green source of energy, one of the famous name you can say, that is solar, because solar giving the energy that is clean and green source of energy. There is no pollution, no any other thing in this sector. So that's the way this sector is very growing sector from the past 10 to 15 years. And the government is at the same time, government is also very focused in this sector. So this is the data 10 year ago. So 10 year, the solar power, the you can say the total installation capacity, it is only 44.2 gigawatt. Means in the all the renewable sources. In the renewable sources, there is a solar, also wind, also biomass, also, and SHP means small hydro power projects. Small hydro, you can hydro power plants. So this is the data for 2016. So you can visualize at that time only we have 44 gigawatts, but now it is around 190 to 200 gigawatts up to 2023. So I will also show you the data in the next slide. So you can visualize how much government is focused on this sector. And in this course, we are actually dealing with the solar, and I will tell you about the most of the how we install the solar, how means how we get more and more generation from the solar power plant. What are the issues? How to maintenance? How to install? And what is net metering? How you sell power to the government? And all these things we will cover in this 7 days training program.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
Sir, what is gigawatt? How much it is?
Gigawatt.
Yeah.
Gigawatt is 1,000 megawatt. 1,000 megawatt, that is one gigawatt. Okay. I will share you also
Yeah.
the units data also. But
Sure.
for now, you just remember 1,000 megawatt, that is one gigawatt.
Okay,
And
sir.
1,000 kilowatt, that is 1 megawatt. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. 1,000 kilowatt is 1 megawatt, and 1,000 megawatt is equal to 1 gigawatt. These are the units. I will also share these units also. But for now, just you understand ki in 2016 we have only 44 gigawatt from all the renewable energy sources. But now it is around 200 gigawatt. So you can see in the recent last 10 years how much growth in this sector. And I will also tell you how much our government is focused in this sector, because government want more and more solar power plants and more wind also. But there is a in wind solar power plants there is some limitation, but solar power plants we can install almost every part of the country. We only need proper sunlight. I will also tell you what are the factor, what are the feasibility, all these things we will discuss in the upcoming classes.
What is SHP? Come again.
Yeah, SHP means small hydro projects, small hydro power plants, the plants which we are generating electricity from the water, dams, with the help of dams. We have to make dams in the rivers, and after that the water is we have to put the water in the turbine, and we are generating the electricity from that. So this is also in the renewable energy. This is also a source of renewable energy sources. Okay.
So isn't this something like power plant, something like that?
Yeah. Same. This is small hydro project. Similar. Same thing. This is small hydro project, and the other is big hydro project. So same thing. Because in India we have a limitation of the hydro projects, because in not in every state there is a availability of water and rivers in the every state. So we cannot generate electricity in every state with the help of water, because there is not availability of river in some states. We have, like in our J&K, there is a very large number of hydro power projects. Similarly, in Punjab also, good number of hydropower projects. But the rest of the states there is a limitation, because there is some issue, and they are I'm telling you, Gujarat is very good, doing very good in the solar. Gujarat is number one currently. Gujarat is number one in the solar. Similarly, Andhra Pradesh is also doing very good. Tamil Nadu is also doing very good. Karnataka is also very doing good in the solar, because our government is have framed policies of the solar. I will tell you in detail what are the policies, how you take the benefit of these policies, what are the subsidies also given the government, and all this thing. We will discuss one by one all these things in the upcoming classes. Yeah, this is the actual data of 2024, February 2024. In the previous slide, I have shown you the data for that is the 2016 data, but this is the recent data I have taken from the CE, that is Central Electricity Authority of India. So see, in 2016 we have only 44 gigawatt, but now it is around 183 gigawatt, around 200 gigawatt, we can say. So you can see, I just for your reference, I will shown you this data. You can visualize how much our government is doing work in this sector, because government have framed very good policies in this solar sector. So that's why the solar is continuously growing, and other also renewable energies sources also growing, like wind, small biomass plant, small hydro projects, that is SHP, waste energy projects. These are small projects, and large hydropower project. So, but the main focus is government is, that is solar. You can see nowadays in the every state, government have framed the policies in the solar. Similarly, for the wind also, they have framed the policies, but there is a limitation of wind. But solar we can install in every part of the country, which only need proper sunlight. So up to 2024, we have installed around 200, we can say 183 gigawatt, and in 2016 we have only 44 gigawatts from all the renewable energy sources. I hope you are getting my point. So actually, our government have fixed a target of only 175 gigawatt up to 2023, but now it is exceeding. So it is already exceeded. So we can easily think how government is focused, because government want clean source of energy. And I'm also telling you, most of the thermal power projects nowadays, companies going to close. They are replacing with the solar power plants, because thermal power plants is we are generating electricity from the thermal power plants, but they are generating pollution, very high pollution, which is very harmful for the human beings and other animals which is living in the earth. So that's why government want to replace these power plants with the solar power plants. So our government has set a target of 500 gigawatts up to 2030. So you can also see how the gap is there. Still, there is a gap of 200 to 300 gigawatt. So you can see how much opportunity in the sector. From this slide, I just want to tell you how much still have a gap is there, because government have already fixed the target 500 gigawatt up to 2030 from the renewable energy sources. And in the renewable energy sources, the solar is doing going to means installed in a very high quantity, around 200 to 250 to 300 gigawatt only from the solar. I hope you are getting my point. So this is the latest data I have shared with you, and our government is already have decided up to 2070 we have to achieve the net zero carbon emissions, means no pollutant from any energy generation source. So that's why we have to replace all the polluting source with the green sources. Like you have already seen now in the every city, the buses, I mean the automobiles, electric automobile are there. So you can also visualize nowadays the charging station work is going on in the every state, in every city. So after few year, this technology is also in the working mode, and the charging station is actually integrating with the solar. So you can see how much opportunity in this sector. So the charging station is charged with the help of solar modules. So because automobile nowadays, after 10 to 15 years, these all petrol and diesel automobile completely eliminate from the market, because our government has already set a target up to 2070 there is zero emission. So zero emission means we have eliminate all the polluting sources from the country. I hope you all are getting my point.
Yeah, so just one point here, Siddharth.
Yes.
When we say this 75.57 gigawatt installed at 2024, do
Yeah.
we have any it is all the solar projects which is contributing to this is backed up with energy storage, or it's just the panels? Like we have the batteries with
No,
them,
no.
or
Yes, yes. Actually, it is the solar power plants in the all the country, including all the states. Solar power plants.
yeah. So
Like yes.
when solar power plants, we say the power plant has the batteries to store, or just its online grid connected
No, no,
solar.
no. On grid only. Actually, I will tell you all this thing in detail. What is a battery? When we connect solar with the battery, actually we are calling this system is off-grid solar system. And
Yeah,
when there is no battery, so we are calling on-grid solar system. So I will tell you all these things in the next classes. We will discuss all these things. But this data is only on-grid solar system. On-grid solar system means there is no batteries. There is actually in the big solar power plants we are not using the battery, because due to cost issue, due to there is so many things we will discuss in the upcoming classes also, when I will tell you separately about the what is actually on grid, what are the components of the on grid, what are the components of the off grid. So we will discuss all these things, but this data is on grid.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Yes, yes. Thank you. So see, this is the data means our government is in the budget speech 2015. The Ministry of New and Renewable has already targeted the 175 gigawatt up to 2022. But now it is exceeded already in 2022, 23. It is already exceeded one above 180, 183. Now it is around 200 gigawatt. So you can see our government has set a target of 175 gigawatt, but it is already exceeded. So from this, you can actually visualize how our government is focused and how our government is committed in this sector. So government is continuously making policies, subsidies, and actually they want people do some work in this sector. Like you can start your own any type of like installation. Like you can start the uh, manufacturing, you can start the inverter manufacturing, you can start the selling units in. So actually government want people come in this sector, and the government is giving good subsidy in like if you want to install in your house. For example, you are in the Delhi, or you are in the Gujarat. So if the cost of the 5 kilowatt power plant is around 230, means 2.3 lakh, around 2 lakh 30,000. So government is giving a good subsidy. Means you have to only pay around 1 lakh 40,000. Rest the government will give you the subsidy. So actually government is giving subsidy in the sector so that people will buy this and people use this energy. And apart from this, government is also purchasing the electricity from you. I will tell you how this process will work. For example, you are installing solar power plant in your house. So, for example, you are generating 30 unit, and you have used only 10 units in a day during the day. So 20 units is there. 20 unit automatically goes to the electricity board, and they will adjust in your bill, or in the some state there is a policy they will pay you for this. And similarly, If you have a land in your means you have your own land like 2 acre, 5 acre, 10 acre, so you can install 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt, and 3 megawatt plant in your land, and you can sell this electricity to any company, like any private company or any government electricity board. You can also sell. So government is there is so many good policies in this. So they are giving subsidies also. Apart from this, they are purchasing electricity also from you.
So one doubt.
So
So
from this you can. Yes,
one
please.
doubt here, sir. So when we say government is purchasing electricity, so is it like if I have a solar plant, like a residential solar plant in my home, so I can only sell to the government, the government will pay me during the day, or let's say I charge my batteries and the night I sell to the government. So will that work? Like I charge the batteries from my solar panel.
Yeah, I will tell you this thing in detail, but for now, I just yeah, yeah. Actually, I will tell you this thing in detail, but for now, the thing is, the government is giving subsidy only when you are using the on-grid solar system. There is no subsidy for the off-grid solar off-grid solar system. Means when you are using the battery, so government is not giving you any subsidy. And apart from this, government will not buy your electricity if you are using the battery. So if you are not using the battery, means you are using the on-grid solar system. At that time, government will purchase your electricity. It means adjust in your bill. Otherwise, government will not adjust in your. If you are using for this, actually, whenever you want to install solar in your house, for this you need to take approval from the electricity board, from your local electricity board in your uh, city, and there is electricity board office. For that you need to take the approval. But the plant should be on grid. So if your plant is on grid, means there is no battery component. In that case, the government will purchase your electricity. If you use the battery, so in that case, you government will not purchase your power. But yes, in that case, your bill is reduced. For example, you are generating 15 units in a day, and you have used only 5 units. So rest 10 units is automatically stored in your battery. So in the night, you can use these unit from the battery. But in this case, your bill is definitely you will bill. For example, before the solar, your bill is around 10,000. After the use of solar, your bill is around maybe 7,000, 6,000 like that. But if you're using the on-grid solar system, so what happened in that case? During, for example, during the day, because solar works during the day only. During the day, you have the solar power plant generates 15 units. You have used only 5 units. So 10 units automatically goes to the electricity board, the solar power plant. So it is automatically taken from the electricity board, and your bill is almost zero. Means you have pay nothing because it is automatically adjust. I hope you are getting my point. These things we will discuss in the upcoming classes. There is no issue. Hello. Hello. Yes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Grid, what is off grid? We will discuss this thing, and in which case you have to use battery, in which case you have to not use the battery. So actually, these things we have to decide according to the site. Means if you are you not need to use
Excuse
battery,
me, sir.
but if you are
Your
living in a
voice is
village,
not
so
clear.
there is a frequently power cut. Yes. Just
Your voice is not clear, sir. Sometime.
Oh,
uh,
sir. Yes.
okay, okay. Just give me a minute. Yes. Is it okay? Now is it okay? Hello.
Yes, sir. Now okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So these are the things I have told you. What is the government has set a target up to 2022. Government has already achieved this target because, as you already know, uh, if any other sector government have set any other target, so maybe there is a problem. But you can from this you can visualize how government is focused and how government is doing great in this solar and renewable energy sources. Because actually government want to work in this sector means more and more people come in this sector and every house with the solar actually government want this. So this is the target government up to 2022 and government has already achieved. Yes, so this is the in this slide uh, just yes, so this is the renewable energy potential means how much actually we have potential in India of the renewable energy and how much we have target. So if we talk only about the wind, so we have potential of 302 gigawatt in India. So we have this much potential of wind energy in India. So we have only in the wind we have only did only 70 to 80 gigawatts. So you can see how much how much we have to do in this sector. So we have potential of 302 gigawatt in India only all the including all these states. After that, if we talk about the solar, how much potential? So around 750 gigawatt of solar potential in India. So means we can generate 750 gigawatt energy from the solar power plants. So currently we have done only 200 gigawatt from the means including all the renewable energy sources. And in solar, we have only, I think, 120, 130 gigawatts. So we have still, you can, from this, you can actually visualize how much potential in this sector. So around 750 gigawatt, we have potential in India only. Assuming if we assume only we have 3% of wasteland means where we can install the solar power plant. So actually in India, very land there is so much land is available there in the different states of the country. But if we assume only 3% land means where we are not which we are not using for the agriculture purpose. So including that there is a potential of 750 gigawatt. So still there is a very big gap in that.
No,
So
sir,
I
excuse me.
yes,
Excuse
please.
me. One thing, sir. With 750 gigawatts and downside, you have
Yes.
written the 3% of wasteland. Now, can you clarify some
Yeah.
coordination? What is that percentage? How? It means that for 750 gigawatts,
Yeah.
we need at least 3% for set up the plant.
Yeah. See, I'm just right. So this is the actually the wasteland. Wasteland means the land which we are not using. And what is the other land? In the other land,
Correct,
we are
correct.
actually
That I
using.
got it. That I got it.
Yes.
I have data for this 750 gigawatts. How much it's required land? Is it so?
Yeah. I got your question. I got your question, but actually I will tell you this thing in the upcoming classes. How much land we need for 1 gigawatt? So you at that time you get to know idea about this
Fine,
thing.
fine.
So
Got it, sir.
I
You
will
may continue. You may continue,
yeah
sir.
I will yeah I will clarify your doubt. For example, you have to install 1 kilowatt in your house. So for this, how much space you need? I will clarify this all these thing in the upcoming classes. Similarly, you have to install 10 kilowatt plant. Similarly, you have to install 50 kilowatt plant. So firstly, we need to make a design and all this thing and a space site. And in that at that time, we have to take the measurement of all this. I will tell you, for example, you have to install 1 kilowatt. How much space for
Okay,
that you need?
okay, okay.
We will
Fine,
discuss
fine,
all this.
fine, fine.
Yes. The next is biomass power, as you all know, like gobar gas and others gases plants. So from that we have a potential of 25 gigawatts. Similarly, small hydropower plant, there is a potential of 20 gigawatt. So these are the renewable sources of energy. So this is the potential in India. I have taken this data from the site, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy site. I have taken this data. So similarly, you can check. So these data, whenever the work is going in the sector continuity, so maybe this data will change in future. So more people when work in this sector, so you will get and the data also. So these are the institutes which are already working in India in the renewable energy sector. So the first is National Institute of Solar Energy. This is located in the Gurgaon. So it is already this is all the MNRE under the working under the MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. There is a separate ministry. There is a separate ministry for the renewable energy. That is Ministry of
Excuse
New and
me, sir.
Renewable Energy.
You have to move the slide. You are talking about the institutes, but the slide
Yeah,
is
already slide is, I think,
no, no,
in the
not yet.
slide there.
No, no, it did
Not
not.
yet. Okay. Okay.
Are you there, sir? Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Hello.
now it's good. Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah,
Good.
I think now it is visible. Actually, there is some. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think, is it visible?
No, sir, not visible, sir.
Not visible.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, visible,
visible,
visible.
visible.
Yes. So
You can continue.
yes, please. Thank you. Actually, these are the institutes under the Ministry of MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So these are the institutes which are working. So these the first one is, that is National Institute of Solar Energy, which is located in the Gurgaon, that is in the nearby Delhi, which is actually in UP, but nearby Delhi. So these are the number of institutes which are actually working in the under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So number of institute, but I have taken on major institute like National Institute of Solar Energy. Apart from it, that is Sardar Swaran Singh National Institute of Bioenergy. The third one is, that is National Institute of Wind Energy, which is in the Chennai. The next one is IIRD, that is India Renewable Energy Development Agency, which is in the actually in the Delhi. Actually, it is giving the like the approval, the like you have to install like megawatt plant. So for that, this institute, that is IRDA. So if you need loan and all these things. So IRD is working in this sector. So these are the government institute which are providing help and like loan approvals, and IRD is working in this sector. Apart from this, that is Solar Energy Corporation of India. It is actually the PSU company which is in the solar field only, and it is doing very tremendous job from the past 15 to 20 years in the solar. That is SEI. Actually, it is floating the tenders for the private players also. So I just, for your idea, I'm just giving the name, so you can also search about institute. So there are policies and all this in these sites available in their institute sites. What are the policy? What are the tenders floating? For example, um, maybe in the future you want to work in this sector. So there is SC, that is the Solar Energy Corporation of India. They are floating a very good number of tenders in every week. So you can take the contract to install the solar power plants. So similarly, there all these institutes, they are working in the solar sector. Like that is National Institute of Wind. They are also floating the tenders, and what are the government policies, subsidies, and all these you can see in their websites also.
Are you presenting something? I couldn't see. Yeah, now it's visible.
Yes, yes, I'm just presenting some. Actually, I'm facing some issues, so please give me 1 minute only, please.
Okay.
Yes, I hope it is visible. Screen is visible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, screen is visible. Institute structure is there in the slide. Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, we can see the eighth slide.
Yeah, yes, yes. Okay, fine. So these are the institute I have already told you. These are the institute which is working already in the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So already told you about these institute. The first one is, that is NISC. You can say National Institute for Solar Energy. So these are the structure. So how under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, how are the different institutes and different agencies are working? So as I already told you, if you want to check the tenders in every states, how much tenders is floating, like in Gujarat, so you can check the sites of, that is SECA, that is Solar Energy Corporation of India. This is a PSU company which is working in the renewable energy, especially in the solar sector. This company is working, and this is a PSU company, and this company is doing very good job from the past 10 to 15 years, because government is continuously focused on this, and they are floating the tenders like megawatt tenders. They are floating. So in future, maybe any one of you want to take the tenders like that, so you have to check these sites regularly. So whatever in your nearby area, you can fill the tenders and all these things you can check. So similarly, in every state, there is a nodal agency, state nodal agency, which is working in the new uh, renewable energy. For example, you have to install any solar park like that. So for this, you need to take the permission of the state nodal agency. In every state, there is a state nodal agency for renewable energy. So you have to visit there, and you have to tell that you have space in your locality and you want to install the solar power plant. So firstly, you need to take the permission of your state nodal agency. So after that, they will give you the permission to download everything. They will also tell you the process and all these things, and you can apply. And after that, you can install solar power plant, and you can sell the solar power plant to the solar electricity to the government, or you want to sell this electricity to any private company. You can also do the. But firstly, you need to take the permission. So that's why I am telling you what are the institutes working under the Ministry of Renewable Energy, all these things. So other institute also, that is the central and state electricity commissions. Also in every state, you all know we are getting electricity from the electricity board. So in every state there is electricity board. In Rajasthan there is a different electricity board. In Gujarat there is different electricity board, and different part of the country there is a different electricity board, regular electricity board also. And whenever you are installing any solar power plant, so you also need to take the permission of these electricity board. So similarly, others institute are also working in this sector, like, and some NGOs also working there. Banking and financial institute are also working there, because whenever for the big power plants you need loan and all these things, and bank is also giving loan. So that's why finance institute are also there, and banking institute is also there. For example, you are going to install, either you are installing small power plants or big power plants, so loan is available there. So either you want to install 5 kilowatt or 50 kilowatt or 500 kilowatt. So loan facilities also there. Every bank, most of the banks will provide you loan also. So this is the structure of MNRE. So this is we have to study mostly in the solar in this course, but I'm just giving the idea of other renewable energy also. So this is old data. So now is India in the third place. We can see India is the fourth largest, but this is old data. I just want to means how much we are actually growing. In this up to 2002, we have installed this much up to 2005, 10. So we are growing. We are tremendously. We are growing from the past 10 to 15 years continuously. We are growing in the either it is solar power plants, either it is wind power plants, either it is biomass plant is still limited, because there is some issues are there, maybe in some states, maybe not good policies. But in Uttarakhand and in UP there is good policies regarding the biomasses also. They are providing subsidy and all these things. In Gujarat also, there, I don't know about the southern part of the country, they are also, maybe they are also providing the for the biomass plants subsidy. But in the other states like UP, Uttarakhand, they are providing good subsidy in the biomass plant also. So similarly, wind is also growing very fast. As I already told you, there is some limitation of the wind wind power plant, because for this we need actually sites properly, wind site where the wind speed is good and all these things. For the wind we need actually particular sites, but in case of solar we actually need only sunlight, so we can install anywhere, any part of the country. And we are blessed, we have 300 to 320 days sunny days in India. Almost if we almost means 70 to 80%, 70 to 90% of state we have 300 to 310 sunny days in India, means out of 365 days. So we can visualize, we can see how much good this thing for the India. So that's why India has already doing very good in this sector. Solar Alliance, India has already set up a solar alliance in 2015. There are so many countries have joined this solar alliance. So there are so many initiatives which is already taken by the government of India, and still they are doing good. And in every budgets they are giving funds and all these things. This is the major windy states. Means different states have different capacity, different wind sites. So Andhra is like that. So Gujarat have a good and Tamil Nadu is also doing good. So Maharashtra is also doing good. So different states have different potential, different sites. Some states have good number of wind sites. Some states have very minimum number of, like Rajasthan is also having good number of wind sites. In Rajasthan, you can see also large number of solar power plants. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu also, you can see very good number of wind solar power plants. So in Rajasthan, you can also see there is a good number of solar power plants, like 10 megawatt, 50 megawatt, 100. In India, the very biggest solar power plant in Jodhpur, that is in the Rajasthan. You can search in the Google also, you will see the capacity and all these things. So Tamil Nadu was also doing good. Kerala, Karnataka is also doing good solar and wind also there. Actually, for the wind, actually we need to particular site. So that's why limitation of the wind is there. So this is actually the rooftop wind solar hybrid. In nowadays, this concept is also growing. So whenever if there is a wind site is available, so in that particular site we can also use the solar. So with the help of both these technology, we can take the energy. So this concept is also growing nowadays. We will discuss about all these things. What are these components? So, but nowadays this concept is also, if the wind site is there, so at the same place we can install the solar also. I will tell you, we have to take appropriate steps for that. Means the proper plan, because if the shade of the wind turbine will fall in the solar power plant, so it will impact. So that's why we need some good designs and all these things. But nowadays this concept is also growing very fast. So if there is a wind site is uh, available, so at that place we can also install the solar also. So what is these components? So we have to discuss all these components. What is solar panel? How actually the solar panel will work? Battery, all these things we have to discuss one by one in the upcoming classes. So the next question in your mind may be why we have to go toward the solar. What is the reason behind this? And I have already told you, we are generating electricity from the solar power plant. Sorry, mostly we are generating. Still, we have to 50% still we are generating from the thermal power plants. But what is the problem in this? Actually, the thermal power plants is generating very high quantity of pollution, so which is very harmful for the human beings and other animal on the earth. So that's why our government, and we have to move towards the green source of energy. So that's why we have to move toward the solar. So the first point is that, because we have to reduce the pollution and the net zero emission up to 2070. So the first point is that. The next point is, government has set it a target of 500 gigawatt up to 2030. So we can see how much potential is there, how much potential in this sector. So that's why we have to move towards this sector. Of course, we have to take the opportunity as an entrepreneur. We have to take this opportunity as a means whatever the as a you want to as a sales, means you can start the sales and supplying solar pots to the entire country, or in your state, like that. So you can start the manufacturing, you can start the servicing. So with this target, because government has already set a target, so that's why we have to take this step, because there is opportunity. So that's why we have to go towards the solar. Similarly, in wind also there is opportunity, but solar is very growing. Government major focusing is solar, because we can install solar easily and every part of the country. There is no requirement of wind like that. So because sunlight is almost everywhere available. Yes, there is some intensity, means ki in some sites there is good solar quality, good solar light is available. In some sites there is some lighting. So we have to check these sites and all these things. But in solar light is every part of the country is available. Hello. Yes. Yes. So this is the target government has always. So that's why we have to move in this sector. So this is the one reason, and the other reason is we have to make the clean source of energy. And energy means we can say energy demand is continuously increasing. So that's why we have to increase our sources also. So for this we need to jump in this sector because this is the clean source of energy. That's why government is promoting this sector. So up to 2023-24, we have installed only 185 gigawatt. So still you can see how much gap is there. So you can around 60% we have to taken from the solar power plants. So you can see how much potential, how much growth still in this sector. So that's why we have to go towards this sector. Someone has asked, messaged me about the why we are doing this course and what is the importance. So this is the importance of this sector because this is very growing sector, still growing sector, and this is still up to 2050 70 this continuously growing because we have to generate electricity from the clean sources because entire world is focusing in clean and green source of energy, like renewable energy like source solar, wind, green hydrogen energy is also green source of energy. So every country government is focusing only clean and green source of energy. They are replacing thermal power projects because they are generating large amount of as you already seen, government is replacing almost 90 to 95 percent trains have been replaced. Old engine train have been replaced, which is generating very much quantity of pollution. They have replaced diesel engine trains. They have replaced with the electric engine. So 95% have already removed from the entire country. So maybe only 2 to 3% working in the entire country, and in the upcoming 2 to 3 years, entire country is railways working electricity with the help of electricity. So you can see how much the demand of electricity day by day increasing. So that's why we have to increase the sources of energy. So that's why we have to go move towards the solar, and government is very focused. So as I already told you about this thing, according to International Energy Agency, India has already reached up to 2024. It is already actually, this is the data I have taken from the IE, that is International Agency. They have predicted up to 2024, India install 174 gigawatt, but India has already crossed this. Up to February 2024, India has already crossed 183 gigawatt. So you can see how fast is growth in this sector. So that's why we have to take the opportunity, take the benefit of this sector. That's why we have to start up, we have to work, we have to in this sector. So this is the benefits. This is the So the next is what are the government initiatives in this sector? As I already told you most of the things, but still you can see in every budget there is a separate budget for the clean and green source of energy. You can say in 2023-24 budget there is a green growth. Actually, there is some 7 priorities are there. So in the 7 priorities, there is a green growth priorities also there. So you can see there is a very government is very focused in this sector. So in every budgets, in every plan, there is a split plan for this renewable energy sources. So because our government has already set up the target. So actually, government is also in all the country there is a smart city work is going on. And so there in actually, I hope you have hello. I hope you have seen here the name of the Modera city, which is in the Gujarat. So there, the entire smart city is working with the help of solar energy. So they have installed the very large number of solar plants there. So entire smart solar city Modera, they are giving the 24/7 electricity, solar electricity. So similarly, the government's the smart city is also almost all the part of the country uh, smart city work is going on. So they are installing the solar power plants in every smart city. So so they will generate the clean and green source. So people use this. So these are the achievements of the government, and these are the you can from this you can actually see how government is. Uh, Someone has mic is please mute your mic, Mr. Durgesh. Mr. Durgesh, you please mute your mic. So similarly, as I already told you, government has already allocating budget for this sector, for this green sector. They're allocating budgets like hydropower projects, like all these for the manufacturing. For example, if anyone want to install the sorry start the manufacturing of the solar modules like that, so government is giving the subsidy also. For the entrepreneur also they are giving the subsidy. For the customer they're also giving the subsidy. So see, government is how much is focused in this sector. So we have mostly points we have already discussed. Government has set a target of 500 gigawatt and 50% energy needs through renewable energy. Actually, government want up to 2030, 50% electricity, whatever we are consuming. So 50% electricity from the renewable energy sources. You can see how much growth still we have. And as I already told you, nowadays mostly railway stations in every part of the country, they are they have started the installation of solar plants in their premises, like in the solar sorry in the platforms they are installing the solar. In most of the parts they have already done, and some in the some parts there's still the work is going on. So actually government want entire in the every government building, and the government is using these solar power plants for the energy. So everywhere they are using. So as I already told you, India Railways also making the efforts to for the sustainable, because they also so see in the railway station we have seen how much energy we are consuming, and if we are using the solar power plant, so see we can cut down the means power from the thermal power plant. So similarly, if we are installing the solar power plants in the railway premises, in the railway platform premises, so we can and generating clean source, and we can take energies from that only. So similarly, in Delhi Metro is also now taken electricity from the solar power plants. So there are so in the major airport is also working in the solar with the help of solar power plants. So this sector is very growing and every part of the country. And similarly, I am telling you nowadays the charging station work is going on. So they are integrating the solar charging station, means solar power charging station. So during the day, with the help of solar plates, you can charge your vehicles like that. So all this system is also going on. So what is the road ahead? As I already told you, the government has already set a target up to 2030, up to 2070. As I already told you, up to 2030, government has set a target of 500 gigawatt in the renewable energy sector. So similarly, up to 2070, government has set a target of, means we have to net zero carbon emission, means we have to not produce any carbon up to 2000, either from the automobiles, either from the power plants. We have to produce zero carbon emission. So if there is zero carbon emission, means there is no thermal power plants. So you can visualize how much growth in this sector, because we have to replace all these um, polluting plants. So whatever the like thermal, like engine diesel engines like that, whatever we are using, like generators we are using for the electricity, we have to replace all this with the help of renewable energy sources like that. This is, I think, someone have asked me this question: what are the opportunities and what are the why we have to why we have to go in this sector? Someone has asked me, someone messaged me. So these are the opportunities when you go in this sector, when you if you want to work in this sector. The first one is that is solar installation business. Means you can install, you can take the tenders of the big companies. Firstly, you need to, for this you need to register a company, and so after that you get a tenders. Means you can start as a solar installation business. For the small plot also you can install in your locality also, like 2 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, you can install also this. And whenever you have you gain the experience, like for this small plants like 2 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, you need only 2 3 members. But when you are installing a big solar power plants like 500 kilowatt, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt, for that you need a big team. So initially you have to start with the small team. So you can and there is no investment in this. Means in the solar installation business, you have the investment is almost zero. You need only 2 to 3%, and you need a small, means some tools, and the investment is very minimum, around 2 to 3 lakh. You can start the installation business, because simply you have to take the tenders, contract tenders of any, and because major private companies also floating the tenders, government companies also floating the tender, and big solar companies, they're asking the tender. So similarly, you have to take the tenders from that. And if you're on like 1 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt in your city, so you can also start with that. So for this, you need only 2 to 3%. You can enter in this business. For this, you need there is no much investment, because you have to only install the solar power plant. You have to purchase from any dealer, and you can install in where is your customer. You can install the solar. My voice is audible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the
Yes,
first
yes.
opportunity is as you can start. Yes, you can start as a solar installation business. For this, you need only 2 to 3%, 4%. You can start with the 2% also. The if you not you can start a solar sales business. For this, you take the dealership of any solar company. There are so many solar companies nowadays in India. I will tell you name like Adani Solar is also there, Tata is also there, Wari is also there, Minda Solar is also there, Luminous is also there. There are so many. There are so many companies. Patanjali Solar is also there. So they are actually manufacturing the solar modules. We are saying the solar modules. So you need to take the dealership of the.
You are not audible, sir. You are not audible.
They also. Hello? Yes. Hello. Is it visible? Hello. Is it visible?
Yes, now it's visible.
So the first one, as I already told you, the first one you can start with the solar installation business, and similarly, you can start the solar sale business. For this, you also need there is no investment. Similarly, you need to take the dealership of any company, so they will supply material you, and you have to pay, and you will get a good commission, and you can set as a good business or sales business also. So selling is also very good, and if you want and if you want there is means you have to not take any dealership. You can collaborate with any company, and they will also provide you good commission, because selling of the solar power plants, because for example, you have to sell the 1 megawatt plant, so you get a commission around 10 to 15 lakh also, because the 1 megawatt, when we selling, actually when we're dealing in megawatt, so there is a very good commission also. And if you are supplying the material like solar modules, so there is a very good profit in that. So similarly, you can start this solar sale business. Fine. The third one is solar manufacturing business. So in the manufacturing, for the manufacturing, you need a little bit investment. For example, if you want to manufacture the solar panels, solar module, so you can start the solar module also, some machinery, some raw material like that. So if you are means, if you want to in this sector like manufacturing, so you can manufacture like solar module, solar inverter, wiring, and all this thing you can start manufacturing also. And government is providing good subsidy in the manufacturing, because government want to promote more and more entrepreneur in this sector. So government is there is subsidy also for the manufacturer also. There is a subsidy, good subsidy is there. and all these things is available. This is about the manufacturing. There is so many components like the major component is module, solar module. There are so many companies also working and still work is going on. The next is solar parts business. There is so many after the installation. There is we required so many part in the because the solar warranty of solar power plant is almost 25 years. So there is so many components we need after 1 year, 2 years. So you can supply these components also. Like, and if there is any damage in the solar module, so you can supply these module. There are so many components, small components. So if you want from this, there is a small investment from your end. So you can start these solar components like small solar components like solar batteries, solar lights like that. So you can also start with that. So it's depend entirely. It's depend upon person to person in which sector you want to. These are the sector you can go for this sector. Apart from this, there is a when you if you are a very expert in the tax system, because government is giving the tax subsidy also, means there is a tax credit also, tax credit system. For example, if any person there is a tax benefit also, tax benefit. For example, any person install 100 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt. So government is giving the tax benefit also under 80 cc, I think. So if you have good knowledge about the tax system, so you can work for the company. You can work as a solar tax credit expert also. So you have to tell the customer and you have to tell the companies what are the benefits of for this. You need some knowledge of the tax, how the tax system is working. So you can start work as a tax expert also, because whenever any person install big plants, so they are very giving where they are getting very good tax credit, because government is giving good benefit of tax in the solar also. So this is also this sector is also good. So you can start as a tax credit expert also. The next is solar consultant. So the consultant means you can consult, for example, there is any company in your locality, like any automobile company or any cement company. So they are using 100,000 unit, 5,000 unit in a day. So you can tell them what is the benefit of the solar, and what is the how can you benefit from the solar. So as a solar consultant, you have to motivate these companies how you get the benefit of the solar power plant. So if you are very good in this, and you can tell them about the benefits and of the solar power plants, so you can start work as a solar consultant also for the companies. So there are so many companies in India. They are actually they are finding the solar consultant. So now when you work as a solar consultant, so company is giving you very good commission, because actually they want to sell the solar plants. So when you motivate any company for the solar power plants, so definitely they will give you good amount of whatever you commission, they will give you good like that. But for this you need to good expert. You need all the benefits. What are the benefits? How all these things work and all these things. So you can work as a solar consultant also. The next is solar maintenance business. So maintenance business is also very good. For this, you need only 2 to 3%, and actually depends upon plant to plant. For example, there are so many plants in India. They need maintenance also. In the solar, actually solar maintenance is very minimum. Like we have to wash the solar module if there is any wiring problem like that. But if there is a maintenance, also small maintenance. There is not a big maintenance. Like wash, we have to wash the modules. So modules after 1 week, it's dependent on site to site, but mostly we're washing after 1 week, 2 week. So solar maintenance business is also there is no very minimum investment in that. So you can start with the help of team 2 3% 4%, and you can take the maintenance of big plants, megawatt plants. You can take if you take two plants and you have a small team 4 to 5, then it is okay. There is a good profit for you. They are giving the annual maintenance. If megawatt plants, if there is any 500 kilowatt, 4 kilowatt, 1 megawatt plant. So you don't need to maintain and you need a very good money as a entrepreneur. The next is energy consultant. So you can also start a work as an energy consultant. What is actually energy consultant? As an energy consultant, you have to firstly you have to check what are the equipments they are using in the company. So you have to suggest them how much power plant you have to install, like solar power plant you have to install. Means you have to tell them what are the how can you save energy. Means you have to replace some, if they are using old fans, they have to replace like that. If they are using the old machinery, they have to replace like that, so that they can minimize the use of energy and they get benefited. So energy consultant is also very career job, you can say, as a career. As a person, you can start energy consultant also for the big companies. They actually searching for the energy consultant also. They want to reduce the consumption. Means they want to increase the efficiency like that of the. So you have to suggest them what are the things they have to do so that their bill is minimum. So these are the branches, you can say. These are the opportunities in this sector. You can start with these. So these are the opportunities in this sector. You can start any one of with them as a, like you can start as an installation, you can start as a maintenance part, whatever your expertise. And we will discuss all these things, all these major things in this course, like how it is work, how we have to do maintenance, how solar work, what is on grid, what is off grid, and what happen when we connect the solar plates in parallel, what will happen when solar plates in series. So all these things we will discuss in the upcoming classes. What is on-grid solar system? What is off-grid? What is net metering? How we sell the electricity to the government? And what is actually net metering? All these things we will discuss. So these are the things what we have discussed today. So still we have only 2 to 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, I think. So with this, I am concluding the today's session. So if anyone have any question, you can ask me. I am here. So you can ask me. Yes, anyone have any question regarding the today's session, any query, please, you can ask.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, like I have a small this thing. This solar PV, this thing is there, no, sir?
Yes, solar.
Solar PV,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So
Solar
how much,
photovoltaic.
how much minimum capital we can start that, sir? And what is the demand for that?
Yeah. As I already told you, so whatever actually what you want to start. For example, if you want
I want to start manufacturing, sir.
yeah,
Manufacturing.
manufacturing. Okay, I got. So for the manufacturing, actually, if you want to start the manufacturing of solar module, means solar plate. So for the solar plates, you need actually good
No,
investment.
I want to not manufacture solar plates, sir. I want to manufacture that this like that connectors will come, no?
Connector, yes.
Correct. That connector, and what we say is uh, junction box.
Junction box, right. Right. For the junction box, actually, if you want to means prepare your own, like switches, like MCB, you want to means manufacture your own. So for this, you need a big setup. I will give you an idea. So for the junction box, you can means you can take MCB from any company, from other company, and fuse from any other company, and other component from any company. You only assemble these component. I hope you are getting my point. If you only assemble these components, so your investment is very minimum. Because if you means manufacture all these component in your premises, so for this there is need a big setup. But I'm giving you an idea. You can purchase these component. There is so many sources. You can go in the India Mart. There is so many seller available there. You purchase these small component, like in the junction box we need fuse, we need MCB, we need there is other small component for the voltage fluctuation, we need these components. So you can purchase these components and they are giving you offering very minimal price. There is manufacturer of these small components. There are so many manufacturer in the India mart. So you can purchase from there and initially you can start with this. I hope you are getting my point. And in that case, the investment is very minimum because you have to take the component from the different sources and you have to only assemble, and you can after the assemble you can your brand, you can put your brand in that box also. So in that case the investment is very minimum. Hello. Hello. Yes, I think. Hello. Yes, so with this you can start. So in this case, you have to need only investment. You can start very certainly. There is no issue in that. And if you want to your own manufacturing means like so in that case you need a setup. Either it is small component or big component. You need a machinery also. You need raw material also. So my suggestion is for you for initial startup, you can only purchase these small component and make your own box like that. You have to combine all these component in your box and you can sell to the solar uh, those person who are installing the solar power plants. You can sell the solar installation companies. Yes. Hello. Yes. Any other person? Any other question? Hello. So any other question from any other person? So that we will conclude the today's session. Those who are here, any person have any other query or any other question you can ask?
Yes.
So yes. So I think there is no question, and from tomorrow onwards we will continue this course, and definitely we will cover each and everything. And after the completion of this training program, you will find difference. So I hope you enjoyed the today session. Thank you so much, all
Sir,
of you.
hello?
Yes,
Sir?
audible.
So the presentation material will be shared in a group.
Yes, definitely. This thing will be shared. There is no issue about the material will be shared.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Minkal sir.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, all the participants. We can meet tomorrow at same time.
Yeah, same time.
Thank you. You can leave now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all.